Okay, picture this. A massive fire is raging. You've got firefighters rushing in, police trying to control the scene, paramedics ready to go, and then nothing. Just dead air. All their radios go silent at the exact same time. This isn't some equipment failure. It's a deliberate attack. And today, we are diving deep into this exact threat: high-power proximity jamming. Now, before we really get into the weeds, we've got to get the official stuff out of the way. This is part 12 of a bigger tutorial series, and it's all based on a fantastic report from the folks at RFI Detectives. We're doing this for one reason: education, specifically to help you, the RF professional, learn how to spot and deal with these threats. And let's be crystal clear, using jammers yourself is a huge no-no. It's illegal pretty much everywhere, and the penalties are no joke. Our goal here is to be the good guys, the ones who fix the problem. All right, let's really set the scene here. You've got a critical incident in full swing. Police, fire, EMTs, everyone is on the ground. And their ability to talk to each other is literally a matter of life and death. And then, in an instant, silence. The line goes dead. Just take a second and really think about that. What actually happens when that lifeline gets cut? The entire command structure just evaporates. A firefighter trapped inside a building can't call for help. A police officer can't radio in that the threat has moved. It's instant chaos, and the results, well, they can be absolutely catastrophic. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, shouldn't this be impossible? And you're right to think that. These public safety networks, systems like P25 here in North America or Tetra over in Europe, they're basically built like digital fortresses. They run on these super robust LMR systems, and they have all sorts of tricks up their sleeve, like frequency agility to dodge interference and heavy-duty encryption to keep things secure. They are specifically designed to be tough. So what in the world could possibly take a system like that down? Well, the answer isn't some elegant, clever hack. It's a brute force attack. It doesn't bother trying to outsmart the system. It just decides to overpower it completely. And we call this a proximity attack. And here it is. This is the weapon we're talking about: high-power proximity jamming. This is not your garden variety interference. No, this is someone intentionally bringing a really powerful jammer right up close to an active scene. And the goal is as simple as it is terrifying: create a bubble of total communications denial, a radio black hole right when and where our first responders are most vulnerable. The strategy here is just blunt. It completely bypasses all that clever frequency hopping and all the complex encryption because it's not trying to play their game. It's a sledgehammer. It just floods the entire area with so much raw RF noise that the radios, the actual hardware, are just totally overwhelmed. They can't hear a single thing through the static. But here's where it gets really chilling. The jamming itself, that's usually not the end of the story. More often than not, it's just the opening act for something much, much worse. This is where the threat really goes to a whole new level. Just look at the difference here. A simple jamming attack, yeah, it messes things up, it creates confusion. But when it's part of a combined attack, the jamming becomes a tool. It's the first move on the chessboard, used to isolate responders, cut them off from any backup, and create a perfect window of opportunity for a physical attack or some other crime. The chaos isn't the goal, the chaos is the cover. And I need to be absolutely clear about this. We are not talking about some sci-fi movie plot. The report we're drawing from says it plain as day. Using jamming to set up a physical attack is, and this is a direct quote, a documented criminal tactic. This is real. It's in the playbook. Which, of course, brings us to the most important person in this whole equation: you. If you're an RF technician, you are standing on the front line of this invisible war. So why is this your fight? It's simple. Because when an incident goes sideways and all the radios go quiet, you might be the only person on scene with the training and the tools to actually see what's happening. While everyone else is just confused and blind, you can look at your gear and see the electromagnetic assault happening in real time. You're the digital detective. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, really boils down to 3 key things. First, identify. You gotta know what you're looking for on a spectrum analyzer. A proximity jammer isn't subtle. It's a massive wall of noise plastered across a huge swath of the band. Seeing that signature is step 1. Second, locate. Time to break out the direction-finding gear, right? Get that Yagi antenna out and start triangulating where that signal is coming from. Is it a car parked down the street? Is it on the move? You have to pinpoint it. And finally, number 3, report. And I don't just mean yelling, "We're being jammed." You need to give law enforcement actionable intel. A precise location, a description of the source vehicle, give them what they need to shut it down fast and get those comms back online.
And that's really the bottom line. In a world full of threats you can't see, your skill set is the one signal that matters most. When the lines go dead and panic is setting in, your ability to see the unseen, to locate that threat, and to report it clearly, that's what breaks through the noise. It's a skill that can and will save lives.